And here we go. What's going on, YouTube? It's Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and today my Orcs and Goblins are facing off against Max's Skaven. Now, Max is getting ready for Blood in the Sun as well, and he has a shit ton of painting to do. I mean, a shit ton of painting to do. So I feel bad for the kid. But, anyways, you're going to see his army right now. I actually forgot to take pictures of what I had on my side of the army, but you'll see what he had up, and then you'll just kind of figure out what I have. It's the same Blood in the Sun list as my last several videos. Right here we have a couple blocks. The block on the far left side, that is a unit of clan rats. In that unit they have a BSB as well as the general, which is a level 4 Gracier. The big black block in the middle, that is a block of plague monks with the plague furnace. You can see that big square that's kind of has nothing on it. That's the plague furnace. That's at least the base for the plague furnace. That's what they're pushing. Behind them is another unit of about like 36 clan rats. I want to say it is 30 to 36. And then to the right of all them is a unit of about 50 slaves. I want to say it's 50. Again, I'm not really counting these. I'm just assuming based on like what I'm looking at. Actually, it's like 40 something. Anyways, he has 2 rat darts, which are small units of giant rats, and a packmaster. He does have the big boy hell pit abomination and the doom wheel right there coming out, and then he has a small block of storm vermin. I want to say it's like 20 to 25 storm vermin. And then, like I said, oh, actually I was wrong. You can see the generals on the left side and the BSBs on the right side, and that's on that unit that was in the back. And then he has a unit of rat ogres, 6 rat ogres with a packmaster, of course. And he does have a warplock engineer. I'm sorry, this is an extremely blurry picture, and I'm sorry for my blurry picture critic. This guy's going to be blurry just because I don't have a better picture of him anywhere. But this is a warplock engineer with a doom rocket. Basically, my side, I have my normal Blood in the Sun list: boar boys, trolls, savage orcs, 2 units of night goblins, short bows, and fanatics. Level 4 orc shaman, savage orc shaman, and a level 2 goblin shaman on a wolf. And then I have Lord Chickenhead, and Lord Chickenhead and my level 2 are going to go ahead and start off the vanguards. They're running up, as you can see, my right behind that building. That's actually where my level 2 is going to park his butt for a while, and he kind of finds it comfortable there. And then Chickenhead ran up to the side flank. He has no artillery, he has no weapon teams, no warp lightning cannons, so Chickenhead's kind of free to roam around and, you know, cherry pick at people. So he's gonna go kill off some rat darts at the beginning. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I win the roll off, and look at this. My goblins failed animosity, and they failed where they would attack the closest unit, but I do have Gorbad right next to them, so Gorbad's forcing them to squabble or force charge. And that does kind of suck. There's nobody close to him, as you can see. This is pretty much the lineup of the board. Oh, and I forgot to mention my Ragnarok and my Mangler. So at this moment right now, I realize not only did one Night Goblin fail, the other Night Goblins failed. Both Night Goblins failed, and they got a 1 and a 1. I am not kidding. This is no joke. This is exactly what happened. So I'm looking at him, and I was like, well, he has no weapons teams. I have 2 Doom Divers. I could just shoot at him all day. I'm like, he has to come to me. I don't have to go to him. Usually the boar boys will just run up straight forward. So I just decided to do that. So everybody sits back except for the Mangler. I go roll for Magic Phase. I got 9 power dice. First thing I'm going to do is with Igor over here. Igor's going to go ahead and summon up some Hex Boars. And I did get the Dark Riders for my spell. Oh my god. It is, you know, I did a really bad job at taking pictures on this. I think it's because I was trying to rush through the game, but yeah, but I did not get a picture of my spells. Anyways, got the Dark Riders. Check these guys out. It's my Hex Boars. I love the guy on the right side who's holding his head in his hand. And they're gonna come up, and I pop them up in front of the building on top of this rock. They're kind of, to be honest, I wanted them because they have flaming magical weapons. I wanted them to take out the Hell Pit, because the Hell Pit would just sit there and do like nothing to him for turns and turns and turns and whatever. Use a couple dice onto the Foot of Gork. and I get it off, and I could only really reach this unit here, so I go ahead and I hit him. It hits, kills a bunch of them off, and as you can see, there's just a bunch of dead plague monks. That's about it. I go for a roll for a 4, 5, or 6. Actually, no, I didn't even do a 18. I did a 15. I did a small cast because right now I'm not trying to overdo my level 4. I want him to just hit a unit and then kind of like force him to start coming this way. That's exactly what I did. So I rolled for the 15. I got it. I only stomped once, killed a bunch of guys. Doom Divers are shooting at the Storm Vermin. First one gets a direct hit. Second one drifts off a little bit, comes back a little bit, and I kill only 3 guys with those shots. And then that was it for my turn. We're gonna go into Skaven turn 1 now. Skaven turn 1, of course, his rat darts charge right into Chickenhead. Chickenhead doesn't care. He has a giant hammer. He's just like whatever. His Doom Wheel's moving up. His Hell Pit is of course gonna move up as well. His whole block is coming up. They're all like, oh shit, you know, we're gonna get shot at. I even told the guy I was gonna just shoot at him while he's over there. For some reason, he turned his rat ogres facing my hex boars. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. And as you can see, I was trying to line up those hex boars just to get to that side of that hell pit, but that didn't happen. Magic phase, he gets 5 power dice. Thank God. I'm like looking forward to not dealing with his magic too much. And he goes for Scorch. And when he goes for Scorch, I just blow it up right away. I mean, you can see the roll right here. I had 4 dice, he had 5, and I still blew it up. His shooting phase, he tries to restrain, and he does. So he doesn't shoot his closest guys. And then close combat. Close combat, his rat darts just kind of got demolished by Chickenhead. Chickenhead killed 2 rats. And then he failed to wound Chickenhead, and Chickenhead won combat. And he's gonna run, and Chickenhead chases and kills off that rest of them. So that was about it. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Let's see what happens. As you could see, this is my line where the goblins were. I moved everybody back a couple inches. He's like, I've never seen anything like that. I was like, well, you haven't played dwarves, because dwarves do that all the time, man. I'm moving back. I'm like making you take an extra turn to get to me, and I'm still gonna shoot at you. And then I have 2 units of short bows and fanatics popping up soon. My mangler does get through though. He pops around the side. He had a huge roll, like a 17 or something like that. He pops through the slaves. Unfortunately, he stops right there, and he kills off, look at that, like 8 slaves or something like that, or 7 slaves. Over here, his, I think, oh, this is my turn still. I actually charged with my hex boars. I was trying to get to the freaking hell pit. I was trying, failed the charge, and I stopped like a couple inches. Look at that roll. It's 2, 2, and 1. That's horrible. Oh man, so I ended up right there, and there ain't nothing I could do about it. I moved Chickenhead all the way around to the side flank of the rat ogres, and then I kind of asked him, like, just out of curiosity. I know the answer to this question already, but I'm just like, do those rat ogres have anything magical on them? And he's like, no. And I was like, you realize the rat ogres aren't going to do anything to the boars? And he's just like, I did not know that. So I was like, yeah, you might as well face Chickenhead. So he does in the next round. Magic phase, I get 6 power dice, and I roll a couple onto Grave Call, again, the big spell, and I got Crypt Horrors, and I did get double 6s. I'm going to go ahead and pop out the Crypt Horrors right here to face off on those Storm Vermin, so it's going to be the Battle of the Primers, and they're going at it. But my double 6s, I lost both of my spells, my Grave Call and my Dark Riders, and I lost the rest of the power dice. So basically, Igor, after he pulled up the hex boards and after he pulled off the Crypt Horrors, he basically becomes brain dead and does absolutely nothing. At least he's on the other side of the building. Shooting phase, I'm gonna go ahead and have the Doom Diver shoot over here. I don't know why there's only one Doom Diver. I don't know what happens to the other Doom Diver. This one shoots at the Skaven Storm Vermin, and he kills off 3 guys. And then I'm going to have my short bows over here. They're going to go ahead and shoot at the Plague Monks, and they only kill off 1 guy, but hey, 1 less guy to deal with when they get over here. Skaven turn 2, he's going to go ahead and charge his Storm Vermin right into my Crypt Horrors. My Crypt Horrors are like, bring it, come on. As you can see, his Hell Pit and his Doom Wheel are moving up. His Plague Furnace moves up, and they cause my Fanatics over here to pop out right by my short bows. So my short bows are going to go ahead and let them out. One guy gets through. As you can see, that one guy pops through the other side, kills off 2 guys. The other 2 fall short. Over here, my Mangler, he goes up next, and I believe he did nothing, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I say my Mangler? I don't know why. I'm just, whatever. He's moving up. He got 7 power dice. He's going to go ahead and try to do, I believe, like Bless with Filth onto these guys, and I just didn't allow it. So he goes ahead and he does, he tries to do Skitterly, too, to get his Doom Rocket into a better position, and I know that trick, so I stopped that one as well. Then his Storm Vermin are going to go ahead and start off the close combat. They're going to go ahead and attack my Toughness 5 Cryptors, and guess what? I regen any wound he did. Any wound he did, I regen. So he did 0 wounds onto my Cryptors. My Cryptors go next. They kill off only 2 of their guys. But guess what? He has a rank and a banner and the charge. So he's up by 1 combat resolution. I take 1 wound. That's stupid. Whatever. Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. This is just bad. Just bad. My Night Goblins over here, they failed Animosity. They have to force charge into the Plague Monks. And as you can see, there's 2 Fanatics right in front of them. And yeah, that's just not going to be pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and continue all of the charges. I'm going to have the Trolls charge the Doom Wheel. I'm going to have the Savages charge the Plague Monks. And the Boars are going to charge into the side of the Rat Ogres. Chickenhead's going to charge into the front of the Rat Ogres. He ain't scared. He's Chickenhead. Basically here's how it goes. Everybody gets in except for the Trolls. Savages go through, hit them. The Night Goblins go in, and when the Night Goblins go in, they hit both the Fanatics. Those Fanatics are going to cause 2d6 each, so 46 damage. It's basically 13 wounds. Holy crap! I almost wiped out my own unit. Oh man, that's horrible. It could have been worse, but it's still pretty bad. Mangler goes ahead and on the compulsory phase, he clips the back end of those clan rats, and when he does that, he kills off like 6 clan rats. And then this Fanatic died from doubles. I believe this is just showing you that they connected over here. And this is pretty much to show you the board. Like right now, there's no unit that's gone. Every unit is there except for 1 unit of giant rats. So this is just massive chaos going on in the middle of the board. I love it. The 1 Fanatics. Oh, I'm sorry. You can see on the bottom the picture here. You can see the Hell Pit and the Doom Wheel. They actually, on my turn, I moved up my Night Goblins up an inch to release more Fanatics. I threw the Fanatics through the Doom Wheel into the Clan Rats. 1 made it. 1 got like a 12, popped out the other side. Trying to just break that Doom Wheel, and it did 4 kills on the Clan Rats. It failed to wound the Doom Wheel, unfortunately. Over here, in my remaining moves, I had the Ragnarok just kind of swing around, going for the side flanks of those Clan Rats. I was hoping he could do some horde controls, and we'll see what happens from that. And like I said, you can see this is just craziness in the board. On the bottom right corner, that's my level 4, just chilling back there, nuking stuff, because he has nobody to worry about shooting at him. Nobody could shoot against him. Magic phase got 4 power dice. And I use my brother ended up nicknaming him Dr. Zoidberg. He tries to do here we go, 3 dice onto here we go, and he basically dispels it right away with a dispel scroll to top it off. He was like, no, he's like, I don't want those savages having here we go, which, in all fairness, I don't even think it would have reached them, but whatever. Shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and shoot my Doom Diver at the Doom Wheel, and again, I don't know where the other Doom Diver is. I don't know why I'm only shooting 1. Did it possibly get misfire and not shoot for 2 turns? I don't remember. It drifts 4, comes back 3, clips it, and only does 1 wound, unfortunately. As for close combat, I'm going to go ahead and challenge. His champ goes in the back because he does Verminous Valor. I don't think it really matters. Didn't really care. Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and attack. He ends up putting, or he attacks first because he's faster. He ends up putting 1 wound onto Chickenhead, which is remarkable because Chickenhead has a good armor save and a good ward save. Chickenhead goes back, and check this out. Those are all 6s. He wounds like a champ. He kills off 1 guy and does 1 extra wound onto another, and then the Hexboars go next and they kill off that other guy. So he's down 2 guys, He lost combat resolution by a lot. He got a side flank. I got a side flank, a charge, and 6 wounds at least, and he's done 1. So he's gonna run. I'm gonna chase. He scurries away and he escapes. What a bastard! He lived, and my guys will come back another day to chase him down. Over here, the Battle of the Primers. My Cryptors kill off 5 of his guys. He fails to wound again, and this time he loses combat resolution. He's going to go ahead and break and run, and I catch him. I kill him and destroy him. This puts me in a bad spot, though, because I'm far enough away from my general where I cannot march. I have to just do regular movement speed, but the regular movement speed is still 6. Not that bad. But sure enough, we'll see what happens from there. Over here, oh my God, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even understand what these pitchers are doing. I'm gonna be. He has this plague furnace swinging up giant ball and chain thing that freaking kills people. I have to take initiative test or tough test or something like that. So you're gonna see like 1 or 2 dead guys. You can see his on the left side. 2 of his plague monks died from just a big stab, just from my impact hits. He does his test. 1 goblin dies. His plague monks go next, or I'm sorry, his plague priest goes next, and kills off like 5 guys. I think it was the plague priest. Could be in the plague monks. Whatever. Then his plague monks on the right side go. They kill off the rest of my goblins except for 1. And then for some reason I have more dead guys. I don't even know why. You can see over here, my savages started going, and they killed off like 13 to 15 guys. All I remember was it ended up being like 17-17, and then I ended up finding 1 extra point I could take. I wasn't even a musician because I don't have a musician, but I forgot. It was I remember it being 17-17, and I was just like, holy shit! You killed this many, I killed this many. That's where we're at. So I win combat resolution. I reform to 5 ranks, so that way I have more ranks. 5 wide ranks, and basically that's how the craziness looks at the end of this turn. We're gonna go ahead and start off Skaven turn 3 now. Alright, let's go through this really quick. He decides not to charge at anybody, but he is going to throw that doom wheel right into the side flank of my savages. But check this out, he gets in, has to maximize, and he ends up clipping that fanatic. Looked at it like 4 or 5 times. No matter what, he's clipping that fanatic. So that fanatic does 3 wounds onto his doom wheel. Nice job, fanatic. Over here, his hell pit turned around and went bam right into my freaking Arachnarok, which that sucked. These slaves are in the building. They're garrisoning inside the building. And over here, I believe his 1 Packmaster with the giant rats, he's just moving closer to my mangler. He found, like we were talking to him, saying that, you know, that's how you could take care of a mangler or a fanatic, just by walking into him. I think he figured it out once he saw me run into my own fanatics. Magic phase, he got 6 power dice. He tries to do, believe it was a scorch. If it wasn't a scorch, it was a scorch. He wanted to hit my boar boys, and I was just like, nope, I'm gonna stop that with my level 4. So I'm just doing a good job neutralizing his magic the whole game. Next up, he's going to go into shooting phase, and his doom wheel goes for zap, and this time he doesn't have to restrain. He's going to go ahead and shoot it, and first thing he does is he rolls the dice to see what strength it is, and he gets a misfire. Just like jams up the gun or something like that, but it's pretty funny that he misfired. His doom rocket, which I allowed him to get out of that unit because he was just like, we had a big conversation about it, goes ahead and exits, but he doesn't do it, decides not to shoot anyways. As for his close combat phase, his furnace is going, kills off the goblin, kills off 1 of my guys. He gets impact hits over here, which kills off another like 5 guys. Holy crap! And then I go, or he goes ahead and swings with the rats, does nothing. He swings with his other rats, it doesn't do much. My 2 fanatics on the side kill off the doom wheel. Thank God they killed off the doom wheel, because if not, that grinding would have just killed my savages outright. As for the savages in the front, they kill out all the rest of the remaining of the plague monks. All that's left is the furnace. The furnace goes. I actually put a wound onto. I believe the furnace did a wound to itself. I don't remember how I got a wound on the furnace. I got a wound on the furnace and a wound on the priest. Oh, he did misfire. He misfired, and it did. Look at that. 3 more wounds on top of his furnace. So he's just. I don't even understand how that thing works. I really don't. I've only faced it like once or twice on these videos. So basically, I think I won combat resolution, or he might have actually won combat resolution. I don't remember who won combat resolution, whatever. But you can see this is just the bodies, the casualties. Let's go over to the big fight over here, Mr. King Kong versus Godzilla again. These guys just seem to go at it every time. And you know, to be honest, everybody always tells me when they see this happen, they're like, oh, the Hell Pit's going to win. Oh, your Ragnarok's going to win. I think they're pretty evenly matched. This is the third or fourth time I fought a Hell Pit with my Ragnarok, and I think they're pretty evenly matched. I get a couple more attacks than him. I have a higher weapon skill than him. He has some nastier moves, and he gets sometimes more attacks. So we'll see what happens. Basically, he rolls a 2, which I believe is feed. I find with the initiative test or toughness test or whatever, I attack him back. I only put on 1 wound on him this turn. He didn't do any wounds on me. I'm going to go ahead and combat reform, face him off this way, and I'm good. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. What we're going to do here is we're going to have the trolls charge into that unit of clan rats over there. They connect, not a problem. The trolls, or I'm sorry, the hex boars over here, they're going to go ahead and charge into the reformed, unfrenzied rat ogres. And as you can see, Chicken Head just said, you know what, I'll let the hex boars handle it. I'm not going to even bother getting a wound. So Chicken Head, he kind of faces this way. The Mangler comes over this way, which is kind of annoying. Chicken Head comes all the way around, march checks, and facing off the other rat swarm, hoping to take him out before he takes out my Mangler. But if not, I'll just get a rear charge onto one of the big units of clan rats. This fanatic kills himself with doubles. Magic phase get 12 power dice. I throw 6 onto the foot of Gork, and basically, I don't remember why this happened. I think he dispelled it, actually. He dispelled it. Yeah, he did. So I throw 2 dice onto Brain Buster just so I don't miscast, and I kill off 1 slave with the Brain Buster, and that was it. I mean, I don't know why I didn't pick anybody else, but whatever. As you can see, both my Doom Divers are alive. I did move Igor all the way back here because Igor has no use at all whatsoever. He is a brain-dead shaman, and he could fight like shit. So my Doom Divers shoot. First one gets a direct hit, second one gets 2 hits. And they are picking off this unit of clan rats here with the general in it, and the BSB. Kill off 6 of those guys, or 7 of those guys, sorry. As for this fight up here, of course his guys can't even wound me. I do 2 wounds only, don't even kill 1 guy off, and it's going to force him to flee. So he goes ahead and runs again, and this time I believe I catch him. If I don't catch him, I'm on his ass right there, and they're just getting closer and closer to the board edge. As for the Ragnarok versus the Hell Pit, they actually attack simultaneously, so any damage he does, like he does that one that will make me lower my accuracy, doesn't even affect me this round, it'll affect me on the following round. So he does do 3 wounds onto him on my Ragnarok. My Ragnarok does 3 more wounds back onto him. So right now it's at 4 and 4. It could go either way right now. And it's stalemate, they sit there. Over here, I want to say these dead bodies are from... What? Oh, these are from the trolls. The trolls killed off this many clan rats. They killed off like 8 of them. And you can see them in the corner over there. As for the Plague Furnace is just actually killing off my savages just by itself. And the Plague Monk's on top, or Plague Priest is on top of it doing extra damage. And the savages were allowed to do 1 more wound onto the Plague Furnace, but the savages are stuck there right now and they can't get rid of that stupid thing. Skaven turn 4, he is going to try to rally. He fails, and they continue to run. And his guy over here, his giant rats, they do exactly what I told you. They walk right into my Mangler, blow up my Mangler. Mangler does 3d6 death blows, and it only kills 5 out of the 6. So that 1 guy is still alive. What an asshole. What good... whatever. Slaves exit the house. They're going to go ahead and face off the side of the savages. And then over here, this is 12 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw a couple dice on Blessed with Filth onto this unit over here that's fighting the trolls. It goes off. I let it go through because I'm more worried about Scorch. And then he does, I think it's like Plague Breath. And he kills off 2 guys. If it's not Plague Breath, it's like Plague or something like that. But he ends up killing 2 of my savages. Couldn't word save those. Shooting phase, he's going to go ahead and shoot the Doom Rocket next. He aims for my Boar Boys with Gorbad's unit in it, and basically it overshoots drastically and clips nothing and blows up back here. So I lucked out with Doom Rocket. Could have just kind of killed out my whole general unit. As for close combat, he ends up killing off my guys finally with the Plague Furnace and the Plague Monk, and that just no more savages. That sucks. But that thing is not moving anymore. As for the trolls here, they're getting poisoned attack now by this Bless of Filth guys, and they do 2 wounds onto my trolls that didn't get regen. Trolls kill off like 5-6 guys, and I believe I win combat, but he's steadfast and his general's right there. So he does Avalanche of Flesh with his Hell Pit onto my Arachnarok. He does 1 wound onto me with the initiative testing. Then we're going to go attack simultaneously. So he threw out like 10 attacks. I threw out my 8 attacks. Guess what happens? We killed each other. They're both dead. He rolls for 1 through 6 to see if he comes back alive. He rolled and got Rat Swarm. So Rat Swarms are going to pop up there. And that starts off Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I charge Gorbad into the Doom Rocket guy. My guys all the way back here are going to charge into those Rat Swarms just because hopefully they could get some movement through that. And then I had Chicken Head charge into the back of these guys to help out the trolls. The Hex Boars finished off the job and chased off those guys off the board, so the Rat Ogres are dead. And yeah, everybody kind of connects in. And then basically you can see, yep, everybody connected in. Gorbad connected into the Doom Rocket. Magic Phase got 7 Power Dice. Gonna go ahead and throw out the Foot of Gork with Zoidberg. He throws it right onto that Plague Furnace. I'm thinking just get rid of that thing. I need the points for it. It only has 1 wound left. Hopefully I kill the guy too. And it doesn't do anything. It drifted. It couldn't do anything. Roll 4, 4, 5, or 6 to do it again, and it drifts over this way. It hits the trolls and the clan rats. Kills off a bunch of them. Trolls regen. I'm good. Killed off 5 clan rats though, which is pretty good. And then do it again. It happens again. 4, 5, or 6. I roll it. Drifts off to the slaves. Kills off. Look at that. I think like 12 slaves. I want to say, maybe more. Roll 4, 4, 5, or 6 happens again. Does it again, and I roll direct hits, and then look at those. The purple and the green dice is what I hit. The green one's for the Plague Monk, and the purple one's for the furnace itself. And I didn't wound at all. Come on, man. It's like strength 7 right now too, because I'm in combat everywhere. Roll 4, 4, 5, or 6. Do it again. I roll a 1, which means he gets to pick somebody to do it onto myself. And I don't know why in the world he picked Igor. I would have picked the Shaman itself, the level 4. But he picked Igor for whatever reason. He's around nobody, around the Doom Divers. It drifts off and it doesn't hit him. So I'm good. We're all good. Doom Divers are going to go ahead and shoot. One of them gets a direct hit onto the furnace. And I don't know why there's no picture next to it. But I think they both failed to wound, actually. Yeah, I guess they both failed to wound. Gorbad just chumps up this guy. It wasn't even a contest. And he's going to overrun into this combat over here against the Rat Swarms. And then we're going to go ahead and start off the Rat Swarm fight with the Cryptors. The Cryptors are going to go... Well, Gorbad goes, kills off one of them, and then Cryptors go and finish them off. And now we got a free combat reform. We're both facing these units this way towards the Clan Rats. Chicken Head and the Trolls. The Trolls actually lose 1, and as you can see, I took off the 1 on this end by Gorbad, so that way Gorbad could get in without a problem. And then the Trolls basically and Chicken Head killed off all the Clan Rats except for 1. That one's going to run. We're going to catch him, but we didn't get fully out of the way. Skaven turn 5. He just basically does a combat reform with his big block in the middle, facing at Gorbad, and then his slaves are running around the side towards the Trolls. He rolls 12 power dice, which is huge. Whatever spell he does, I think he does Scorch, and he gets it off with double 6s, throws it right onto my unit of Boar Boys, and guess what? It kills off that back row. That back row is cursed, might I add. Cursed. Killed off the whole back row and killed my champ. So, yeah. His miscast blows up like this, small bubble around, kills off a bunch of Clan Rats, about like 5 of them. And that was it for his turn. He has nobody in close combat, and everybody just kind of wasted their move walking. There's So it's my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 6. So it's getting down to the nitty and gritty. I'm going to go ahead and charge. Call out the Wog with Gorbad. Of course I'm going to call out the Wog. And my trolls go in. Going to kill off, try to charge into that one guy. And that's about it, I believe. He flees like a jerk, and I cannot catch him. So he actually got away like that. So I can't get that guy's 25 points worth of value. Gorbad gets in, of course, to the giant block with the general in it. And Magic Phase got 11 power dice. I throw him onto the foot, I believe. Yep, and he tried to stop it. And look at his roll to stop it. He rolled, everything was a 1 except for 1 dice. 1 dice was a 2. That is funny. Throw it onto the furnace. Finally blows up the furnace. The guy on top is fine though. And then I try for 4, 5, or 6 to do it again, and it fails. It doesn't do it again. So shooting phase, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot both. Well, I start off with 1 Doom Diver on top of him. I have to put both the models there. Gets a direct hit, kills off that guy. Finally, that guy is dead. I'm gonna throw the other Doom Diver since it had no other target. I mean, I could plow into some slaves, but that's not gonna kill enough slaves. So I plow into this one guy who's running away over here, and guess what? Direct hit, kill him off too. Little asshole. That's what you get for running away. Over here, Gorbad and the boys. I challenge. He throws his Gracier in the back. He says Verminous Valor. I'm like, oh well, Gorbad's facing the BSB, so I'm just gonna chump up the BSB, kill him off. Oh man, the Boar boys go and they kill off like one more guy, or the Boar goes and kills off like 1 more guy, and his clan rats fail to do any wounds at all. And I believe that was that, more or less. I don't know what that 3 is. Oh, he ran, but I tried to chase it, I couldn't. And that's basically it. I mean, it's the end of the game. His slaves start running because they panic near his general's unit, and that more or less, as you can see, I pretty much have the whole board under control. Got the hex boars up there. I still have both Doom Divers alive. I still have my level 4. I have the trolls, my regular boar boys, chicken head, and the crypt horrors on the board still. All he has is a unit of slaves, which is probably around 60 to 80 points. And then he has his general's unit, which is clan rats, which is probably like 120 points just for the clan rats, and then his general and the BSB's dead, so it's just the general, which is probably not going to 250 points. So I severely outnumber him on points. It's a big day for Orcs and Goblins. Destroying some rats, killing them up, exterminating them. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I will be putting up more videos very soon. I have another game against my brother this time, Skaven, in a new map too, which is pretty cool. Dice Dojo is nice enough to come up with new stuff every so often. So I'm going to be putting that video up very soon. And also tomorrow I have a tournament at the dojo. It's so there'll be 3 more games after that I'll have up. Hopefully 3 if we get even numbers. I don't want to take pictures of somebody else's game again. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. MVP, I definitely am giving the MVP, you're not going to believe this, to Igor, my level 2 shaman. Even though he's brain dead in the corner chilling with the Doom Divers, those hex boars and the crypt horrors they took out a unit of like 220 point rat ogres and like probably 200 point storm vermin. Didn't even get scratched. And I mean, like, that cost me nothing to pull up the hex boars, and it cost me nothing to pull up, excuse me, the crypt horrors. It cost me 1 wizard, and the wizard's still alive. So I'm definitely giving the MVP award to them. The Fanatics did a good job. Chickenhead really didn't put too much effort in this game. He didn't really have a good target to go for. Gorbad kind of was lazy this whole game. I mean, the Night Goblin Fanatics did a lot of work this game. The Mangler actually did a really good job, ate a bunch of guys, and the Doom Divers were pretty spot on this game as well. Foot of Gork took out a good chunk of people, but I'm still giving it to Igor. MVP, Igor von Gabo. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.